Next into the tank is the totally legit papers.
Hello Sharks, I'm Ben.
Rock.
I'm Jack.
I'm Ben.
We are based in Mound, Minnesota, and our business is the Totally Legit Newspapers.
We ask for $300. In return, we'll give you 3% of our company.
Our business is meant for kids coming to school. We are planning to sell on Mondays. It's based here in the school. And, yeah, Mondays, kids come to school. They might not all be that happy, oh, gotta go to school. This is meant to lighten their day. And each edition has 4 stories uniquely written by each of us. And then we have a comic section and also bibliography section citing all of our comics.
Oh,
And-
alright, so Sharks, are you gonna laugh with us?
So can you just explain a little bit more about your business? So are these just little stories to make people happier on Monday mornings or any day, or can you go into further depth? Yes?
Yeah, it's kind of like we're aiming it towards middle school kids more, 9 through 14. So all the stories, like we use people's names that are like a little more popular, sort of mash it up. It's not meant to offend anyone or their views or anything, but it's just goofy stuff. Once people get a little older, like more high school, they're probably gonna think it's dumb, and adults are gonna be like, this is stupid. But kids our age, kind of like, oh, that's funny, ha ha ha. They like funnier stuff. So
I think this is a great idea. I mean, it would really expand the you guys' realm of creativity. It would really teach good writing skills. I mean, this is only a positive impact on your school. So, I mean, is there going to be any like current events sections, or is this mainly just comic relief?
yeah, well, yeah, it's that, and we do tie it in with like stuff that's happening now.
Okay.
So that's kind of like, that'll be like in one of our stories for sure, every time. So that's kind of where we get our ideas from, is, stuff happening now. And that's what kind of like, some kids like might be, bored or like annoyed by stuff that's happening, and we're gonna like, spice up what's happening and make it funny.
So is it kind of like The Onion? Right? Like, have you heard of The Onion? Alright, I think it's kind of like
Yeah. So, how much does a paper cost? One of the papers cost?
About $3. So,
Okay. And how much does it cost to make?
well, each piece of paper costs, well, a whole pack of paper about this big costs around $30, $40, something like that. And ink usually costs around $100, somewhere around there. So about $1 per paper.
Okay.
Are these going to be daily papers? Are they going to come out weekly?
Mondays.
It's
Monday
every
mornings.
Monday.
So.
Is there going to be any opportunity that you can pay ahead of time to receive these? Say you pay a flat rate, and then you can get your paper for the first quarter, and then you get them every Monday throughout the first quarter.
Yeah, that's something we might want to we're going to try to just start with, $3 each paper on Mondays only, and once we get it going, we're going to start thinking about, deals that people can, stuff like that, so we want to just kind of get it running and then add stuff like that.
So 2 questions. Are you guys just the main authors of the paper, or will you guys have other students write occasionally, or?
Well, all 4 of us write our own story, but then we think, once we can get it going and running, maybe we can, say, hey, you've heard of us, it's great, want to try, writing your own story, and we can have, a bunch of people write stories, turn them in, and then we'll, feature it in there, and people are like, oh, cool, and now my story's in there, so, yeah.
And then a second question, so will the profits that you make just go to the people who are writing, or will they go back to the school, kind of like the last company, how that was more of a nonprofit?
Well, they'll probably go towards making, buying the supplies and the paper and stuff, and then the rest that we make, we'll probably share between, the people who write the stories, so we'll all get, an even amount of pay.
Okay.
So why did you evaluated your company at $10,000, but you only asked for $300? What do you want? What is the $300 going to be put towards?
So our $300, we asked that just to get like the company going for like our first round of ink that we need in our paper. Because we think once we get that going, we'll make enough money to keep buying the ink and paper that we need.
Is this stuff that you guys enjoy doing? Do you guys like writing these stories? Like,
it's
is
very-
it
it's fun.
passionate about it? Well, that really makes me feel good, and I really would like to offer you guys $3,000 at 3%, just because I can be able to pay for you guys to run this, and I feel like everybody, all your classmates are gonna really like to do this. Your entire school is gonna like to read what you guys make. I mean, as long as you can keep these stories coming, I see no problem with. $3,000 is pocket change to me. I'm Mark Cuban.
Alright,
And that'll bring it up to a $1 million idea, just like all these other businesses. So I mean, I see no problem with giving you guys $3,000 and keeping it at 3%.
I,
since
on
we-
the other hand, I know you won't choose my offer. I don't evaluate it as that high of a $1 million company. I think I'll offer $2,000 for a 20% stake, and this will get many articles on the ground and running. And in the meantime, I mean, the company has the potential to grow, but it needs time, and I don't know if $3,000 and 3%. I don't know if I have enough time to work with that.
here's my offer. I'll give you the $300 for 3%, but in addition to that, I will give you a $3,500 line of credit that you can use whenever you need, just to help you expand.
You don't want to be in debt with him.
It's not in debt. It's a line of credit.
I'd like to make you an offer. It might not be appealing as Mr. Cuban's over there, who was very trusting. But I would like to make an offer for $5,000. And so, again, that is basically pocket change for me since I'm very successful. And I would like to give you I would like to have, though, a 10% stake in your company, which really isn't that bad. It's a lot. I mean, 3%, that's pretty low for, I mean, at least I guess not for Mr. Cuban, but that's pretty low for any investor to invest. But I think your idea is really, really great, and it's making other people happy, so it's definitely a worthwhile investment. And I think, though, if I did invest in you guys, we would really want to focus on, like, advertising tactics, like we talked about before, like getting programs where students can basically, bring in money at the beginning of a semester or a year, and then they can receive the paper for the rest of the year, and just work on little things like that so we can make your paper popular and basically make it so people really, really want to read it. And also we could also maybe try to move it to an online format too.
Again, I need to update my offer now. After seeing hers, I would like to raise it to $4,000. However, I do have one condition. I want these papers to be brought to Shirley Hills and to Hilltop, because I feel like these stories really will entertain the younger children, and also they're just fun, they'll enjoy reading. We'll just help them read and just learn. And you guys seem to have good sense of humor. I like these stories. I just $4,000, 3%. You gotta bring them to here, Shirley Hills, and Hilltop.
Notice how lax these other two sharks are about their money. What makes them people be invested in your company and make sure it does make money? They're just throwing money to you.
Well, $10,000 isn't really money.
$10,000 isn't anything. I value my money. You do not.
Alright, my offer, so there's 4 fine young gentlemen right here. So you guys deserve a lot of money. My offer is $10,000
Same as mine.
for an 11% stake.
More stake.
Yeah.
More stake, but more money. Just think about that.
I
So the more papers you sell, the more profit you're gonna make. Just saying. So that's my offer.
Do you want to review the
Can we
offers?
review it?
Yeah.
Alright, my offer was $10,000 for an 11% stake.
What was my offer again?
$5,000.
$10,000.
She
Was
doesn't
it?
even know.
Yours was $5,000.
Was it $5,000?
Yeah.
She's
Okay,
irresponsible.
then my offer was $5,000 for a 10% stake.
I'm gonna give you the $300 for 3%, but also a $3,500 line of credit.
And mine is $2,000 for a 20% stake. I'm gonna warn against the low ownership and equity as you will be in debt to them as they expect this to grow
especially with credit.
to $2 million.
However, mine, I did offer you the 4,000 to cut with 3% because you guys did want the 3%. I did want to bring you guys up to $1 million. I see the potential and I see that you guys enjoy doing what you're doing, so that's what my offer is.
Just to lay something on the table, if Mark Cuban is investing, if 3% stake in your company, correct? Why is he going to care that much about your company? He has companies where he
They
invests
care.
80% stake.
He has faith in them, just
All
as
right.
I do.
We'll let you decide.
I have more.
I have more.
I know, Mickey's worth money. It's your community.
Put it in Dallas Mavericks, dude, sell them there too.
We like the idea of giving the papers to the kids, so we're agreeing with Mark.
Oh.